Hey, so I wanted to go ahead and film a video on a new purchase that I got here of a cold steel charm. It's a knife that I've been looking at for a long time, thought for a long time about picking one up, but they've always been priced way too high. Suddenly I saw that on Cold Steel's website they had them priced down to $29.99, and I figured, you know what, that's it, that's a good enough price, I'll go ahead and bite the bullet at that. And I got it today, and I gotta say that I am not super pleased with it. I'm gonna go ahead and slide it in here, and we can see just how tiny this is. This is the box that it comes in, and there it is. There's the little guy right there. So I always knew that it was small. I guess I had always read the specs and kind of assumed that maybe it was bigger than I could sort of comprehend, but it is insanely tiny. I always thought that it would be, in the same vein as like a SAC or a Swiss Army Classic SD, which I will compare here in a minute. I always thought that it would be kind of about that size, but it is not. It's about maybe 60% of the size, which you'll see here in a minute. Construction is good. It is... Let me open this up here. It is real kind of nice and sharp. It's nice and pokey. And I suppose if you had to open something very small and diminutive on the go, it will work better than nothing, but it is probably not going to be of much use to me at this point. I can see why it has been discontinued. The other thing that I was kind of disappointed in is that in a lot of the product photos for it, the G10 seemed to have more of a pattern to it, or a little bit of a design, almost like a carbon fiber-esque sort of design, and this is just straight polished, very smooth G10. So this is not grippy at all. There's not much traction that you can get on it. It is nice and firm, so it's not going to collapse on you or anything like that. But this is really kind of a letdown. I expected it to be a little bit bigger than that, and I'm a big Cold Steel fan. I love Cold Steel. But this is not a good option in my mind. Just for some size comparison, here is a AAA battery. That gives you an idea. And as discussed earlier, for size comparison, there is a Classic SD, which is, as you can see here, 60 to 75% of the size of the Classic, which was already an immensely tiny, diminutive knife. So all in all, I'm going to say that even though I love Cold Steel and the materials on this are good, being that it's a little S30V blade and it is nice and sharp, it's got that G10, it's very stylish looking, it's just so impractical to try to use this. I will probably put this on, I have kind of more than one set of keys, and one of them I have kind of just more minimal on that I wear like with dress slacks and things like that. So this may go on that set of keys, but all in all, I can't imagine getting much use out of this, and just wanted to upload this here so that way people could see a real life example of this knife here in hand. But oh my gosh, it's so fucking tiny. Look at that. It's not even a 2-knuckle knife. It's just so small. So all in all, I'm going to say this was probably not $30 well spent. If given the choice of handling this first in person, I definitely would not have purchased it. So lesson learned, I guess. But thanks. Have a good day.